Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahlan wa anta taj'alul hazna idha shi'ta sahlan. Before we start our paper, we ask Allah Ta'ala to help us. We are doing May June 2022 paper 22. The first question that you can see over here, it says that at noon the temperature is 4. At midnight the temperature is -9. Work out the difference. Whenever you have to work out the difference between temperatures, you subtract them. So 4 minus bracket -9. So this becomes 4 plus 9, which is 13. So the difference between the temperature is 13 degrees Celsius. Moving on to our next question, it says the board records the number of cars of each color in a car park. They have given the colors, they have given the number of cars. It says he draws a pie chart to show this information. Calculate the sector angle for the red cars. Now, in order to calculate this, first and foremost, you need to calculate the total number of cars. The total number of cars are 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3, which is 20. So we add all of them up. Now it says calculate the angle of the red cars. Red cars are 3. So we will do 3 upon 20. Since a whole circle is 360 degrees and we want a proportion of that 360 degrees, we will do 3 upon 20 multiplied by 360. And the answer is 54. Moving on to our next question, it says fix cost 43 cents each. Lyra has $5 to buy some fix. Calculate the largest number of fix Lyra can buy and amount of change in cents she receives. So basically 43 cents is basically $0.43. Alright, if we just multiply this with 10, it will give us $4.3. And there's another method to do it, which is that you can do 5 divided by 0.43, which will give you the exact amount you can buy. So since it is difficult to divide 5 with 0.43, we multiply both the numbers with 100. So this turns out to be 500 upon 43. So 500 divided by 43, that's roughly 11.62. Now that means we can buy 11. We can buy 11 figs because we don't have money for more than 11. So if we are buying 11 figs, it means each costs 0.43. It means we are spending $4.73. We are buying 11 figs and we spent $4.73. So how much return will we get? It will be 5 minus 4.73. 5 minus 4.73. 0.27 will be our change in cents.
What's a fix, sir?
Moving on to our next question, it says under root 68 multiplied by under root 153. So under root 68, give a gap, multiply by under root 153, and it's 102. Question number 5. Find the total surface area of a cuboid with length 8 cm, width 6 cm, and height 3 cm. The formula is 2 multiplied by LW plus LH plus WH. So just plug in the numbers. 2 multiplied by L multiplied by W is 8 multiplied by 6 plus L multiplied by H is 8 multiplied by 3 plus W multiplied by H is 6 multiplied by 3. So this becomes 8 6 are 48 plus 8 3s are 24 plus 6 3s are is 18. Let's add all the numbers up. So we get 48 plus 24 plus 18, which is 90, and then you multiply 90 with 2, which is 180 centimeter square. Moving on to question number 6, it says some cards have either a square, a circle, or a triangle drawn on them. Pite or Pete, whatever it is, chooses one of the cards at random. Complete the table to show the probability of choosing a card with each shape. Simply just write down X over here, and the total probability is always 1. Alright, the total probability is always 1. So that means 0.2 plus 0.32 plus X is equals to 1. This turns out to be 0.52 plus X is equals to 1. X is equals to 1 minus 0.52. X is equals to 0.48. So the probability of a triangle one is 0.48. Moving on to question 7, it says the price of a coat is $126. In a sale, this price is reduced by 18%. Find the sale price of the coat. There are several ways to do this question. I particularly like this one. So first of all, just write over here coat, write over here dollars. So basically the price of a coat is 126. This one, sorry, I made a mistake over here. Write dollars and write percentage. Write dollars, write percentage. So if the price of the coat is $126, it represents 100%. And if the price is reduced by 18%, that means 100 minus 18. 100 minus 18 is 82, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So they're asking you what is the price of the coat when it is being sold for 82%. So you just write down x and you cross multiply. So this turns out to be 126 multiplied by 82 upon 100. You can directly do this as well and it will give you the same answer. So this turns out to be 126 multiplied by 82 and divide the answer by 100. So it is $103.32. Moving on to question 8, it says the nth term of a sequence is n square plus 12. Find the first three terms. Very simple. In place of n, just write down 1, 2, 3 because they're asking the first three terms. So when n is equals to 1, you write 1 square plus 12. So that's 1 plus 12, it's 13. Then you write n is equals to 2 because the second term. So that's 2 square plus 12. 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 12 is 16. And then it says n is equals to 3. That means 3 square plus 12, which is 9 plus 12. 9 plus 12 is aapka 21. So these are your first three terms. Moving on to question 9, it says a bearing of B from A is 59 degrees. Bearing of B from A, it means this portion is 59 degrees. Okay. The question is saying work out the bearing of A from B. Now you have to calculate the bearing from B. So you just make a graph like this. And if you notice, this is a Z. This is a what? This is a Z. So let me use a different color to show it.
Okay.
The red one. Look, this part is a Z. So this is basically alternate angles. So this part is also going to be 59 degrees. And since we want to find the bearing of A from B, we need to find this whole thing. We need to find this whole thing all the way from here till the line of A. So this circle, this is a semicircle, so this is 180 degrees. And this separate portion is 59 degrees. So the answer is going to be 180 plus 59, which is, the reason why I am using calculator is to avoid any silly mistake which I might make. 239 degrees. So that's your answer. Moving on to question 10, it says P is equals to 208 and Q is equals to minus 14. It says P minus Q. So simply just write down P first, which is 28 minus the value of Q, the vector. So this becomes 2 minus minus is plus. So this becomes 2 plus 1, 3. 8 minus 4 is 4. So that's your answer. Part
Okay.
2, 6 multiplied by P. 6 multiplied by P means 6 and 2, 8. So 6 2s are is 12 and 6 8s are is 6 6 is 7, 48. So that's your answer. Do remember you never simplify these, otherwise the answer would be wrong. Moving on, it says find the magnitude P minus Q. These bracket basically means magnitude of P minus Q. We already know what P minus Q is. So now under root, this is the formula for magnitude. 3 square plus 4 square. So this is going to be 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. This is going to be under root 25. And under root 25, the answer turns out to be 5. Moving on to the next question, it's indices, or some as we call it indices. It's 6 raised to power v multiplied by 6 raised to power 4 is equals to 6 raised to power 28. So whenever you have multiply sign, you add the power, so that means p plus 4 is equals to 28. P is equals to 28 minus 4. P is equals to 24, and that's your answer.
Got it. Answer?
Yes.
Who says indices?
I don't know, some students tell me. Anyways, it says Anite, or whatever it's Anit, cycles a distance of 70 kilometers from mid-while to Newtown. Leaving mid-while, she cycles for 1 hour 30 minutes at a constant speed. Now, you know, these questions, using these names and all, they just make the student a bit confused. Just remove these names. Just write A. Just write from M. Just write N. So this will make your life way easier. It says A cycles the distance of 70 kilometer from M to N. Okay. So she is cycling 70 kilometers from M to N. Okay. And leaving M, she cycles for 1 hour 30 minutes at a constant speed of 20 kilometers per hour, then stops for 30 minutes. Then she continues journey to Newtown at a constant speed. Okay. So total distance, just gather data. Total distance, total D is equals to 70. It says leaving M, she cycles for 1 hour 30 minutes. When she started her journey, she cycled for 1.5 hours at a constant speed. So distance is equals to speed multiplied by time. Speed is how much? 20 kilometer per hour. Time is how much? 1.5. So during the first 1.5 hours, she traveled 30 kilometers. So let me draw this now. Line. So she traveled 30 kilometers during the first 1.5 hours. Let's write down the coordinates first. This is 21, 22, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. This point is 30, and 1.5 is this. So she traveled till here during the first 1.5 hours. Now let's draw it. Then the question says, and then stops for 30 minutes. So if you you cycled for 1.5 hours and stopped for 30 minutes, that means you stopped till 2. Oh, let's draw the shape once again. Drawing shapes in itself is a hassle. Okay, I'll just draw it myself. It's taking eternity to draw it like that. Okay. Then it says she then continues journey to Newtown at a constant speed of 16 kilometers. Now, first of all, we need to find out the time it took. All right. So we already know she traveled 30 kilometers. So 70 minus 30, it means 40 more kilometers were left. We need to find the time it took. Time is equals to distance upon speed. So distance is 40 and speed is 16 kilometers per hour. So let's do that. 40 divided by 16. That's like 2.5 hours. Okay? So we are already standing at 2, and 2 plus 2.5 means 4.5 hours. So she completed a 70 kilometer journey. This is 70. In total of 4.5 hours. So I just sketch a line from here, and that's how your graph is done. The second question says calculate the average speed for the whole journey. Average speed formula is total distance traveled upon total time taken. So as we can see, we traveled a total distance of 70 kilometer, and how much time did we took? 4.5. So divide this by 4.5. Let's do it. 70 divided by 4.5. 15.5. Since this calculator is showing a line, it means 15.555555. So it means 15.6. So that's our average speed, 15.6 kilometer per hour. Moving on, it says without using a calculator, work out 4 whole 1 upon 8 minus 2 whole 5 upon 6. ठीक है, so just write 4 1 upon 8 minus 2 whole 5 upon 6. 8 fours are is 24. I'm making a lot, no, 32. 32 plus 1 is 33. So that's 33 upon 8 minus 6 twos are is basically 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 upon 6. Now you have to basically take LCM of 8 and 6. So use 2, 2 fours are, 2 threes are, then use 2 again, 2 twos are, 2 threes are, then use 2 again, 2 ones are, 2 threes are. Or what you can do is simply just do this 6 times 8, because 6 doesn't have 8, and 8 times 6, and hence you will be able to solve it. Since I don't want to use a lot of my brain power, I'll just simply do this. You guys cannot unfortunately do that. So that's 198 minus 17 multiplied by 8, 136 upon 48. Okay, so
Okay.
198 minus 136 is 62 upon 48. Since the question is saying write down in mixed number in the simplest form, divide both the numbers by 2, that is going to be 31 upon 24. So this will become 24 times 1 is 24, and 24 times 2 is 48. So we will use 1 whole. 31 minus 24 is 7. 1 whole 7 upon 24, and that is your answer. Moving on, says Carlos invests 4540 at a rate of R% per year, compound interest. At the end of 10 years, he has earned 1328.54 in interest. Calculate the value of R. First and foremost, whenever you have a question like this, instead of getting confused, write down the formula. Formula is A is equals to P multiplied by 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n. A is the total amount which you get as a return, total amount in your bank account after you get interest. P is the principal amount that you invest. I is the interest. So we don't have R, we also don't have A, but we can calculate A in order to solve this question. So A is equals to principal plus interest. So this becomes 4540. Let me write this more towards the right so that I have more space left. So that becomes A is equals to P plus I. A is equals to P is 4540 plus I is 1328.4, right? For 54, my bad, 54. So this turns out to be, let me see, A is equals to 5868.54. Now we can easily solve this question. In place of A, just write 5868.54 is equals to P, principal, which we already know, 4540, 1 plus R, rate we don't know, upon 100 raised to power 10, because 10 is the number of years. 5450 will go over there and it will be divided. So this becomes 5868.54 divided by 4540 is equals to 1 plus R upon 10, 100 raised to power 10. Now in order to solve this question, you need to remove this 10. So we root it by 10 and we root this side by 10 as well. So this turns out to be, let me show the working. Just do shift and press this. Now go back and remove this 3 and write down 10. Then go down and press this. So 5868.54, go down, divided by 4540. So it's 1.026. 1.026 is equals to 1 plus R upon 100. This 1 will go over there and it will be subtracted. Minus 1 is equals to R upon 100. Whatever the answer will be, it will be multiplied with 100. So answer minus 1. Multiply this whole thing by 100. So the rate of interest is R is equals to 2.6%. So next question is find the highest common factor HCF of 12a cube b and 20a square b square. Simple. Whenever you have HCF, just take out the commons. It's as simple as that. Take out the common. First of all, 12 and 20 both come in the table of 4, which is the highest number. Then you have a square common, and then you have b common. You can't take b square because 12a cube has b only, not b square. So your HCF is 4a square b. So that's how you do it. Moving on to our next question, it says the Venn diagram shows the number of students in a class of 40 who study physics, mathematics, geography. Use a set notation to describe the shaded region. Alright. So basically this is going to be P complement intersection M union G. For those who are confused like how we got this, just simply write down what is P. P is basically 2, 3, 4, 9. And what is P intersection? Everything besides that. Not intersection, sorry, P complement. So P complement is going to be 5,
11, 5,
6,
6.
11. Now M union G. M is basically 2, 5, 9, 11. G is basically 3, 5, 6, 9. Their union is going to be 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 11. So if I write down P complement is what? Let me write it down over here. P complement is 5, 6, 11 intersection M union G. What is M union G? 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 11. We just take out the common ones. Alright, the common ones are, what are the, let me write that down, the common ones as well. The common ones are 5, 6 and 11. So as you can see, only these parts are shaded, 5, 6 and 11. Moving on to the next question, it says find n. N basically means the number of P intersection G union M complement. So P intersection G, how many numbers are there in P intersection G? Let me erase this one first. P intersection G, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are common. Union M complement. M complement, it means all the numbers besides M. So M complement are going to be 1. For M complement is going to be 4. Instead of taking this shortcut, let's do it another way. Let's first write down P intersection G. So P intersection G is basically, P intersection G is 3 and 9. So we write down over here 3, 9. M complement is basically all the numbers besides M, so that is 4, 3 and 6. So we will write 3, 4, 6. Now the question is saying N, P intersection G, which is 3, 9, union M complement, which is 3, 4, 6. So we write all the numbers together, 3, 4, 6, 9. And then we add all of these numbers up, which gives us an answer of 22. So N is basically 22. Alright, moving on to the next question says, student is chosen at random from those studying geography. Find the probability that the student also studies physics or maths but not both. So basically, first you will calculate how many students study geography. So you will add 3, 9, 5. 3, 9, 5, 6. So 3 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6, that's 23. And out of these 23 students, how many are that who study physics or math? So the ones who study physics are 3. The ones who study math are 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So your probability is going to be 8 upon 23. That's how you solve part C. Moving on to question 17, it says sketch the graph of y is equal to sine x all the way from 0 to 360. So you do it like this. You sketch the graph like this. So this point is 90, this point is 180, this point is 270, and my bad, I had to draw it all the way till 360. Let me redraw it. So yeah, so this point is 90, this point is 180, this point is 270. So that's how you draw it. Now it says solve the equation 3 sine x plus 1 is equals to 0. Moving on, it says solve the equation 3 sine x plus 1 is equals to 0. Simple. 3 sine x is equals to minus 1. Sine x is equals to minus 1 upon 3. X is equals to sine inverse negative 1 upon 3. So let's put this into the calculator. Shift sine negative 1 upon 3. Then you close the brackets. So that's minus 19.47. Minus 19.47. Now you make a graph basically which is add sugar to coffee, or all science teacher crazy. Add sugar to coffee. So one graph, it will start from add sugar to coffee graph. It will be basically starting from this side, and add graph, basically add means that all sine cos tan are positive, and S means that sine is positive. However, since we already got sine negative, we won't be making it in these quadrants. We will make the graph over here since we have a negative value of sine. So this is going to be 180 plus 19.47. So that is going to be roughly 199.5, and then 360 minus 19.47. Instead of 19.47, let's just write minus 19.5. So that is going to be 340.5. Let me explain again. Add sugar to coffee. Add means all sine cos tan are positive. S means that only sine is positive. T means that only tan is positive, and C means only cos is positive. However, since we got a negative value of sine, that's why we drew the quadrants, the line in T and C. Moving on to question number 18, it says y is directly proportional to the cube root of x plus 1. Alright, when x is equals to 7, y is equals to 1. First of all, directly proportional means y is equals to k. It says cube root, right? So that means cube root of x plus 1. The value of y is 1, k, cube root is x is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8. So this turns out to be 1 is equals to k multiplied by cube root of 8 is 2. So k is equals to 1 upon 2. Now it says find the value of y when x is equals to 124. Y is equals to, instead of k, write 1 upon 2 cube root of x plus 1. So 124 plus 1, that's going to be 125. So half. The reason why I am doing so much working is so that you guys understand each and every step. So cube root of 125 is 5. So y is equals to half multiplied by 5. So y is equals to 5 upon 2, and that's your answer. Moving on to question 18 part B, it says f is inversely proportional to square root of d. So basically explain what happens to f when d is halved, yani divided by 2. F is inversely proportional to the square root of d basically means f is equals to k upon d square. Now the question is saying what happens if d is halved. So that means f is equals to k upon d divided by 2 square. So this means f is equals to k upon d divided by 4. F is equals to, you can write 4 upon d k, right? So basically what you can see, f is increasing by 4. F is increasing by 4. So if when f, what happens to f when d is halved? When d is halved, f increases by 4. Moving on, it says question 19. This topic is functions. Find f inverse x. Simple. Just write y is equals to 7x minus 8. 7x is equals to y plus 8. X is equals to y plus 8 divided by 7. F inverse x, and now in place of y just write x. X plus 8 upon 7. And that's how you solve the question. Next question, it says find the value of x when h of x is equals to g of 1 upon 3. So first find of g of 1 upon 3. Just plug this value 1 upon 3 in g. It will become 4 divided by 4 upon x means 4 divided by x. So I will write 4 divided by 1 upon 3 plus 5. This turns out to be 4 multiplied by 3 because reciprocate plus 5. 12 plus 5 is 17. So g of 1 upon 3 is equals to 17. Okay. Now it says h of x is equals to 17. That is what the question is basically saying. So instead of h of x, I will just write 2 raised to power x plus 1 is equals to 17. 2x is equals to 17 minus 1. 2x is equals to 16. Now, instead of getting confused, just remember this. 2x is equals to, can I write 2 to the power of 4 to make it 16? Yeah, I can. So x is equals to 4. Next question, factorize completely. This is like one of the most easiest question. A personal recommendation, I will give you first first 10 question in the math paper, and then instead of doing the middle questions, do the last 2, 3, 4 questions. That way you will save time, because these questions are fairly easy and you can easily gain marks. So 2m plus 3p, what is common? 2m plus 3p minus 8km minus 12kp. In the first one, just take 1 as common. So this will become 2m plus 3p. Minus, in the second one, 8 and 12 both come in the table of 4. And take k as common as well. This will also become 2m plus, since I have taken negative 4 as common, this will become plus 3p. Take this as common, 2m plus 3p, and 1 minus 4k. That's your answer. Part B, take it as says 5x squared minus 20y squared. So take 5 as common. This becomes x squared minus 4y squared, and that's your answer. Acha, that's not your answer. There is a step further. If you look at over here, this is an identity. Alright, which identity is this? It's a squared minus b squared. So you would solve it further. So 5, it will become, let me solve this identity separately, or I'll just solve it over here. It will become x, this becomes a plus b and a minus b. So this becomes x minus 2y bracket x plus 2y, and hence you're done. Moving on to the next question, it says the nth term of a sequence is an squared plus bn minus 4. The first term is minus c and the second term is 2. Find the value of a and b.
Okay.
It says that the first term is minus 3, basically it's saying that when n is 1, so in place of n I will write a 1 squared plus b 1 minus 4. The result is negative 3. So this becomes a plus b minus 4 is equals to negative 3. A plus b is equals to negative 3 positive 4. A plus b is equals to positive 1. Moving on to the second question, second equation, it says second term is 2. So instead of n I will write 2, because second term 2 squared plus b multiplied by 2 minus 4 is equals to 2. So this becomes 4a plus 2b is equals to 2 plus 4. 4a plus 2b is equals to 6. Now you will solve this questions using simultaneous equation. So write these two equations together. A plus b is equals to 1. 4a plus 2b is equals to 6. I will multiply the first term with negative 2, and the reason being I want to eliminate b. This will become minus 2a minus 2b is equals to minus 2, and the second equation was 4a plus 2b is equals to 6. Both of these equations get eliminated. This becomes 2a is equals to 4. A is equals to 4 upon 2. A value of b, I will just use this equation. A plus b is equals to 1. The value of a is 2. 2 plus b is equals to 1. B is equals to 1 minus 2. B is equals to minus 1. So a is 2, b is minus 1. Simple. Moving on to question number 22. Question 22. It says OA is x, OB is y, and OD is 3 upon 7x plus 4 upon 7y. First and foremost, it says calculate the ratio of AD and DB. ठीक है. Let's first calculate AB, the whole line. AB is going to be, we start from A, it's going to be minus x plus y. Now let's find out OD. It's going to be x. So they have already given us OD now. So OD is basically, OD is OA plus AD. OA plus AD. So we will write in place of OD 3 upon 7x plus 4 upon 7y is equals to OA is x and AD we don't know, we will just write it as ADB because we don't know, we will find it out. AD is equals to 3 upon 7x minus x plus 4 upon 7y. Simply 3 upon 7 minus 1. I can write minus x as minus 1x as well. So I'll just plug in minus 1. It's going to be minus 4 upon 7. AD is now minus 4 upon 7x plus 4 upon 7y. Let's take out the 4 upon 7 as common. 4 upon 7. So when we take it out as common, it becomes minus x plus y. Alright. So basically AD is 4 upon 7 times the whole line of AB. AB is basically 4 upon 7 the proportion of the line AB. Alright. So it says the ratio of AD to DB. AD is 4 upon 7. DB is going to be 3 upon 7 because the whole line is 7, right? So the ratio is 4:3. The ratio is 4:3. Question 23, it says the diagram shows a solid metal shape made from a cone and a hemisphere, both with its radius 6.2. The total surface area of the solid shape is 300 centimeters square. Alright, calculate the slant height of the cone. Now, in order to calculate the slant height of the cone, you need to know the area of the cone. How will we find the area of the cone? Firstly, find the area of the hemisphere. Area of hemisphere. So this is going to be, since this is a half hemisphere, area, basically hemisphere is a half of a sphere. Area of sphere is 4 pi r square. So basically hemisphere is half of sphere, so we will divide it by 2. So it's going to be 2 pi r square. So basically it's 2 pi r square. So the area is going to be 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by the radius is 6.2 square. So this turns out to be 76.88 pi. Now we already know the area of the whole figure, which is 600. So in order to find the area of the cone, I will do 600 minus area of the hemisphere, which is 76.88 pi. This turns out to be roughly 358.47 centimeter square. Now I will apply the formula for the cone. It has already said the curved surface area of a cone is pi r l, and I need to find L. So pi r l is equivalent to 358.47. Pi is pi, r is 6.2 multiplied by L is equals to 358.47. So L is equals to 358.47 divided by pi multiplied by 6.2. This will turn out to be, let's do it, 358.47 divided by 22 upon 7 multiplied by 6.2. 18.39, which means 18.4. And hence we are done with the whole past paper. Hope you guys liked it and understood. For any other questions or confusions, please you may mention it in the comments below. Take care. Allah Hafiz.